Happy Pride Month, everybody. Welcome to my channel. So, I asked you guys on an Instagram poll a couple of weeks ago. I know it seems like a million years, but if you want to follow me, the link will be down below. If you guys want me to do a rant or a review, and you guys chose a rant. And if you don't know me, I rant a lot because I'm very passionate. Oh, my fandom's like, I will fight to the death for them. Especially my OTPs. Anyway, so, since it is Pride Month, I was thinking that we could rant about the LGBTQ plus community. So, let's get started. Also, I have my notes over here, so that's why I'm looking over there, so I'm not all over the place, but I probably will be anyway. But, whatever. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is, like, how the LGBTQ plus, we're getting, like, better representation in the media, and we're getting more like acceptance in the media. Like recently, like Love Simon came out and Call Me by Your Name, and there's a bunch of like LGBTQ plus characters now. More, it's still getting there. Like it's not perfect, but it's getting there, and it feels really good to like see someone like on a show and be like, I can identify, like I feel the same way. So it's getting there. Hopefully we'll make better progress, fingers crossed, but let's just gotta keep working for it. Oh, and the next thing that we're gonna talk about is queer baiting, which inspired this video because queer baiting is a huge thing. If you don't know what queer baiting is like when characters are put in, they have like real sexual tension and like they're kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like kind of like making you think that there's something more there, but they never do anything about it. It's kind of just there. I'll give you some examples. Like John and Sherlock from Sherlock, and Dean and Cass from DCL. I'm sure there's a bunch more, but those are the top I can think of that most people would know. And how like still and also, it's really annoying because, like, you're like, oh, yay, I'm gonna get representation in the show, and, like, never ever goes anywhere, but, like, and they're, like, purposely doing it. The creators are purposely doing that to attract a queer audience, and it's just really annoying because, like, you're like, okay, It's really frustrating, but hopefully they'll stop doing that. Okay, and also, along with that, like, as I was saying before, like, it's getting better, like, with not LGBTQ plus characters and people just not having sex, like, having an actual relationship, but still, like, it's still, like, there, and it's still, like, mostly, it's kind of annoying, because you're just like, we're not just all about sex, you know, and straight people think that, and, okay. So, now, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite LGBTQ medias, like books, TV, movies that you guys should all watch and read because they have really good representation. It's not just like sexual, it's like relatable, you know, basic stuff. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about, well, these are going to be from like not just this year, like all the years, you know. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a show on Netflix. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called One Day at a Time. It's really good. They're making a third season. Third season. And one of the teenage girl in the show is like a nerd Latino, and she's also a lesbian, which is really exciting because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like a giant nerd just like me, and she's really cool, and she's like feminism, and it's really cool. And then they have like, I don't want to spoil it, but One Day at a Time is really good, and like the way that the mom handles it in the show. And they also talk about mental health, like the mom has depression, and then they explain it really well. And you're just like, everything's so good about it, and it's really funny. Okay, next I'm going to talk about Love Simon, or Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda, which is the book, which is the movie is based on. And I read the book, and it's really good. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's gay. And I was like, I hope they make this into a movie, and they did. And I was like, yay! It was another teenage boy, like, discovering himself and, like, accepting sexuality. And it's really cute because it's, like, today, like, he talks to this boy online, and it's really fun. And, and there's, like, people of color and, like, everything. It's great. And Jennifer Garner's in it, and she's awesome. And, yeah. Also, next, oof. Okay, I just told you I get really emotional about my stuff, so bear with me. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Shameless. If you haven't seen it, it's been on for a while. It's on Netflix also, but it's like, I'm going to talk about Galovich. Oh my gosh, you don't understand. I love them so much. By the way, if you watch any of these shows or you have any recommendations from me, leave them in the comments below so we can talk about it. Because I can talk about them for days. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, they have, basically, Shameless is about this family growing up on the south side, like their dad's an alcoholic and their mom's bipolar, and then, like, Ian and Vicky are, like, the gay couple of the show. Well, they are, but oh my gosh. It's really good because Mickey takes care of Ian, and they're the best, and I love them so much, and I don't want to say anymore because I will get really emotional because I love them to death. So Shameless is a good show in general, but if you want, like, representation, that's good. But it is kind of, like, dark, you know? It's on Showtime, and that gives you anything. It's not, like, for your kids. But it's still really good, and it's like, Mickey is my favorite character. I love him to death. Okay. Also, with TV, Everything Sucks, which is a Netflix original show. They better bring back season 2 because I heard it was canceled. But, you know. One of the girls is in, like, high school, going through high school, and then she's a lesbian. And she's going through, like, she's feeling these feelings, and, like, high school, and then she has a boyfriend, and it's all a mess, and it's great. Oh my gosh, and it's really funny, and it's set in the 90s, and it's really good. Everything Sucks. I hope they can renew it because it's really good representation. Like, I felt the same way in growing up in, like, middle school and high school. Like, it really put in, like, perspective, like, how, like, you feel, and you're, yeah. It's also a great show about friendship and everything. Also, what other shows? Queer as Folk is my favorite show of all time. It's just about, like, in the early 2000s. It's also on Netflix. Early 2000s that these, like, LGBT people are growing up. There's a bunch of main characters: Brian, Justin, Michael, oh my gosh, Emmett, Ted, Lindsay, Melanie. Like, it's about their lives and, like, growing up. Like, I know it's all legal and everything, but it's so good. The character development is everything. I watched it a million jillion times. It's from Showtime, so it's kind of, like, more adult, but I still recommend it. It's my favorite show. Like, they give you such feels, and then okay. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna be really long. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, anyway. Another one. If you want me to do a separate video on, like, my favorite LGBTQ stuff, let me know. But I'll just do a few more for right now, and then we can move on, because I don't want this video to be a million years. So the next one, probably, if you know me, I've talked about it like a million jillion times, is Call Me By Your Name. The movie recently came out last year. It was nominated for an Oscar. It won for Best Screen Adaptation. I have the book right here. It's so good. It's about Elio and Oliver, who, Elio's 17, and he's in Italy, and his dad hires, like, this intern every year, and then it's about their, like, love, like, them finding, I'll read the back because I'm not good at describing things. Call Me By Your Name is the story of sudden and powerful romance that blossomed between an adolescent boy and his summer parent guest. His parents' cliffside mansion in Italian Riviera. Each is unprepared for the consequences of their attraction. When, during the restless summer weeks, unrelating, occur the blossom obsession, fantasizing, and desire to intensify their passion test the charge of the ground between them. Recklessly converge towards one thing, both fear they may never truly fight again. Total intimacy. It's so good! Oh my god! But if you get really emotional, then you will cry. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so good. So good. And oh my gosh, they're all adorable, and it's a really good, like, they just like don't go into straight sex. I mean, like, Ellie and Oliver like actually have story together, like they actually get to know each other. They actually like learn before they have sex. Okay, anyway, let's move on to some music right now. Some of my favorite LGBTQ plus artists are Troye Sivan. Love him. I watched him on YouTube. Haley Kiko, obviously. Sam Smith. Brendan Urie. Shoot. Yeah, some of those. Oops. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. I just love ranting. This is how I rant. I'm literally like, bleh. Okay, anyway. Let's move on. I will do, if you guys want me to do a dedicated video on my favorites, then let me know. Because I'm thinking of doing that. So this video is not 10 million years long. But, okay. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I forgot Riverdale. Oh my gosh. Okay. The reason I started this video. Anyway. Okay, so, if you don't know Riverdale, it's based on Archie Comics, which was like, and they have this, anyway, Archie Comics. And then they have this character named Kevin Keller who's gay. And he's a big deal in the comics. Like, he's like a really big part. But in the show, he's really not. And I'm just like, ugh. And Jughead's also supposed to be asexual, which means he doesn't have any sexual attraction. But they made Bughead happen, and I don't like it. I talked about my Riverdale ships in a different video. So if you want to watch that. But anyway, it's not fair because, like, Kevin's like a huge part in the comics, but not in the show. And and Cheryl, and they promised us, Cheryl and Tony were gonna have another kiss, but they didn't. But Kevin and Moose kiss, and I love them. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Okay, and it's also another rant I want to talk about, moving on, is how, like, straight people see, like, oh, you guys only have sex, like, oh, I already said that. Like, oh, you only watch this show or this show because it's gay. Or, like, this show because there's a lesbian in it. Well, yeah, because, like, it feels nice to be represented. It's, like, easy for a straight person because most media still is just two straight people together. So, yeah, if there is a show, I will get excited about it. Like, I will be like, yes, I love it. It's really good. But, like, I also watch it not just because for that reason, but it's good to be representation, whatever. Because, like, there's still not a lot. And it's just really annoying because, like, I know personally this happens to me. Like, especially in my family, they're like, oh, you just like him because he's gay. Or you just like it because it's gay. And I'm like, yeah. But not only for that reason, because it feels good to be representation. You know what I'm trying to say. If you guys feel that way, also let me know down below. Like, I don't really care at this point, but you still really bother me because I'm like, why does it matter to you when I watch? Like, oh my gosh. Also, people are like, oh, you're just gay because, like, you watch a lot of gay YouTubers. And I'm like, first of all, most of the YouTubers I watch that are gay are boys, so, and I don't like boys. I mean, I'm pan, but, like, you know. Anyway, that's a different story. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I can't help how I feel, like, liking girls, liking who I like, feeling like I'm more masculine than feminine, you know, like I can't help how I feel, and then like when people bring you down like that, I'm just like, what? You're disregarding how I feel. Like, my dad was like, oh, there's only gay or straight, and I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like, he's like, oh, I don't get why people always have to identify themselves, because people want to feel valid. Oh, and what also bothers me is like when straight people are like, oh, why do you have to have a whole pride parade? Like, they don't have a straight parade. Well, because you've always been accepted, and like it took us like 10 million years to be accepted. Well, we're still not accepted everywhere, but like it's better. Like, we should celebrate like being who we are and not being oppressed, which is what we are. We were. So, okay. Anyway, um, I think that's it for right now. If you guys want me to continue about LGBTQ plus media video, just let me know. If you guys want me to do another rant video, leave a comment down below on what you want me to do. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.